Artificial intelligence is advancing faster than ever. Many companies are going big with it. For example, we have Adobe, which introduced generative fill in Photoshop Beta. They even created Adobe Firefly, which is purely based on generative AI art. Snapchat also came up with its own AI. Let's not forget about the ChatGPT, of course. And there are many other apps that provide AI services. And since it's already everywhere in our lives at this point, I also decided to give it a try on my channel. And if you wanna try this out yourself, I'll be using Dream by Wombo. Obviously not sponsored by it or anything, but if you want the same experience as I had, make sure to use that. All you need to do is just type a caption, select art style, and then the AI art will be generated. So now I suppose we get straight into it. The first villain I wanted to recreate was Nadakhan. Yeah, sure, this is definitely a very complicated choice for a start, but I really wanted to see how far this AI can go. So at first, it came up with this warrior type of a design, which, yeah, I mean, on its own, it looks really beautiful, like really badass design right there, but unfortunately, that doesn't look like Nadakhan at all, and even though I wrote that I want 4 arms, there are only 2, so that's already a downside for sure. The second illustration it came up with was this, which, doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Like, it definitely captures the Sky Pirate vibe in my opinion. You even have the reflection down there, like it's very well drawn. But yeah, it simply looks nothing like Nadakhan yet. Then, ladies and gentlemen, behold Nadakhana, because this thing looks like a biological woman, I suppose. And yeah, not gonna lie, I like the background of this one the most. It definitely captures the Sky Pirate vibe with those clouds, and then you even have the moon with the skull on it. That's really well done. But yeah, unfortunately, it just went too far from what I wanted. Like, it's really just nothing like what I wanted from it. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, fourth illustration is kinda cursed to think about it. Like, that face is just, like, look at those teeth. Like, that's pretty creepy, not gonna lie. But yeah, just look how well this is drawn. Like, you have, he is standing on the ship, which I think is a really cool detail. And it's a nighttime. You have the so many orange highlights. So yeah, I mean, very well drawn, but again, not even close to Nadakhan. And the last attempt was this, which, yeah, this is pretty cursed. Like, it looks a lot too humanoid, I think. Like, this looks like some samurai that could be an anti-hero in some show or something. I don't know. Anyways, here are the results for Nadakhan, and yeah, I think this was quite a miss. Sure, some drawings definitely capture Sky Pirate vibe a bit, but overall, this definitely falls apart in terms of capturing Nadakhan himself. And if I had to pick a favorite out of these drawings, I would say the first one was definitely the coolest, but in terms of accuracy, I'm not even sure. All of them are really inaccurate. The second villain I wanted to recreate was Sorcerer, and yeah, things didn't go so well at the beginning. Like, what is this? I mean, I guess I just showed you how a Sorcerer would look like if he was a furry, so no need to thank me, I guess. I think the main issue here gotta be the feathers, because it kinda looks badass, maybe even like a Doctor Doom a little. I don't know, at least I see some resemblance. Second version was definitely a little step up, I think, definitely going into the right direction, even though that hair definitely isn't on point. Third illustration was actually really cool. Like, I selected a bit more of a cartoony style, and it actually came up with something accurate. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. Since third illustration was already so good, I typed a whole paragraph of a detailed description about the school sorcerer, and yeah, look at that. Fourth illustration really delivered. Like, this is extremely accurate. Like, I'm genuinely surprised I was able to get this close. So yeah, I don't think I'm really gonna get closer with any of these. Like, this is really just amazing. Pretty unbelievable, not gonna lie. And I must say, fifth illustration definitely was on a similar level. Obviously, it doesn't cover his whole body, but it surely looks really cool. Especially the face is more accurate now. So yeah, really happy with this. Looking at the results here, I don't think anything will beat this villain. in terms of a recreation. Like, it really just turned out unbelievably well. I think a lot of you will agree as well. And yeah, if I had to pick a favorite, I don't know, I like both fourth and fifth illustration the most, but maybe I would go with fifth because it just looks a bit cooler, even though fourth is definitely more accurate. Third villain I wanted to recreate was the Ice Emperor, and to do that, I just wrote Ninjago Ice Emperor for the beginning. I actually did that with all of them, but I got something terrible. But this time, the first drawing was actually really good already. Like, look at this. You have the structure at the bottom, which looks like the ice fortress quite a bit, and you even have those mountains and stuff. Like, it's really capturing this Neverroom vibe, which I think is really surprisingly good. And yeah, design of the Ice Emperor itself is obviously not accurate, but like, it kinda looks like Zane a tiny bit. I won't deny that. For the second illustration, I want it to be more samurai-like, and yeah, I'm sorry, but this is just awful. Like, it's pretty good for a samurai drawing, but yeah, this is just not what I'm looking for. And why is he missing his limbs? That's a question as well. For third illustration, I realized that I also need to provide the fact that the helmet should be closed, have some kind of a see-through era, and yeah, I did come up with this extremely badass design, like whatever this is, but unfortunately with those feathers on the top, it looks nothing like it should have looked, so that's quite a bummer, but again, really cool. Definitely a bit closer. I'd say the fourth illustration is as good as it gets. Like, it randomly threw red in there for some reason, even though like I didn't write anything related to red, so that's pretty weird. But yeah, definitely very solid. Like, it definitely has some representation of Ice Emperor, even though like I wish it had two horns less. And yeah, that skin design, I don't know, it reminds me of the Avatar creatures so much. So yeah, not really perfect, but probably the closest it gets. And then the fifth illustration is not accurate at all, but this is just incredibly gorgeous. Like, just look at that. That is genuinely too beautiful, and what I like about it is that the forest in the background, like, it even asked for a forest, but it gave me this forest which looks like the forest from TikTok a lot. So yeah, an incredible coincidence there. Really makes this drawing at least 5 times better in my opinion. So yeah, really happy with that one. Overall, not really the most accurate lineup, but some very cool designs overall. Fourth villain I wanted to recreate was Samukai, and yeah, the first illustration already kicked off with something incredibly badass and also pretty dark, I suppose. I guess we're just gonna consider the red eras to be red paint in this video, but yeah, quite a sinister design there. I really like what we have here, but again, the problem with this type of AI is that I asked for 4 arms and only got 2. So yeah, that is definitely a big problem. AI definitely has to advance in this regard, at least this one, obviously. Second illustration gave me a really cool background, but yeah, the design is just not it, to be honest. Like, it looks like it has muscles and stuff when it really should have been bones for the most part. And yeah, trying out other styles, I found out that only original style is kinda the best for this character. So I wanted this guy to be a little more bulky, and yeah, it actually gave me cooler version, but still far away from what I want. So next up, we got this, and yeah, this is giving me Megamind vibes for some reason. I don't know, but maybe those shoulder pads and the fact it has no hair. Maybe, I don't know, pretty interesting case in my opinion. Lastly, it came up with this cleaner design. Like, it reminds me of some other famous villain from fiction, but I can't entirely put my finger on it. So if it reminds you of some other villain, make sure to comment that in the comment section down below. Overall, this guy was just a huge miss. Like, I think we can agree the fact that it has no 4 arms is definitely the biggest downside, and yeah, that is probably the biggest problem with this AI so far. Lastly, I wanted to end this video with Omega, and it actually came up with some very interesting designs. At first, yeah, I guess I can provide you with a jump scare warning because this thing is really cursed. Like, I asked for purple eyes and not purple fur, even though it kept giving me purple fur for quite a few attempts, which is just really annoying. So yeah, that was definitely quite a problem there. Sometimes it just doesn't listen to what I'm typing. The second illustration was definitely better, but it looks like a wildcat. or something definitely too animal-like, I would say. But then the third attempt was absolutely beautiful. Like this is definitely a step into a right direction. Obviously not too accurate, but again really well drawn, and yeah, definitely has some similarities, you could say. I tried to make it even more muscular with the fourth illustration, and yeah, that didn't really work. Also, it messed up its eye, even though I really dig the background and it gave me claws at the bottom this time, so I'm really happy with that. And lastly, I tried to make it do something completely different, and yeah, it kind of worked. Like, not gonna lie, this kind of looks like some of the Oni concept art a little. Like, it's definitely more Lego-like, and it actually looks like to be a little taller than actual Lego minifigures, which is cool. And then you even have like the buildings in the background, which could be Ninjago, and where he's standing right now could be the room that the Oni are from. So yeah, really cool. Overall, not the most accurate designs, but some similarities are definitely there, definitely better than some villains we tried to recreate in this video. And if I had to pick a favorite, I would go with the third option. It's just such a well-drawn design. Overall, this wraps up this interesting video. Will I do more of this? Well, depends on how this video will do. Like, it's such a random topic, but you know, things with AI are pretty popular now, so who knows? I think a lot of these drawings are really beautiful, even though they don't really capture the villains most of the time. They definitely provide some similarities, which I think is really good. But yeah, generally, it would be really interesting to reach a time where villains would actually look very accurate with the similar descriptions that I gave this AI. But again, AI is definitely a risky subject, to be honest. Like, it has both its advantages and downsides. So yeah, we'll see how this will develop over the years. If you enjoyed this video, I would highly appreciate a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would really like to hear your thoughts on which one of these was the most accurate. For me, it was definitely School Sorcerer. It's not even close, to be honest. Or you can just list some of your favorite drawings in general from this video. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.